Hello everyone, what's happening? It's Richard Purnell here. How you all doing? I hope you're doing well, especially because it's almost Christmas, so you should be doing alright. So it is Wednesday night, actually, which is quite late from the original Tuesday release of these episodes of comics. But either way, even if it's late, I still would like to welcome you to a brand new, exciting episode of comics. So I'm not gonna lie, I have quite a few things to talk about in this episode. Not too much, but I do have a few things to talk about. But by far, the tippy top, most important, most exciting thing I'm gonna do for you guys in this episode is I'm gonna be doing a full-on review of Season 2, Part 1 of Arrow. I just watched the mid-season finale and I'm already like, holy crap, and just so you know, I'm gonna spoil the crap out of it. So if you haven't seen the episode, I can't hold it in, so I'm probably gonna end up spoiling the crap out of it, so just be warned. So first thing I'm gonna talk about, in the past few days we've had two major trailer releases. One for a remake that actually looks pretty awesome, and one for a sequel to a movie that I loved, but maybe wasn't loved by everybody. And those trailers are for The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Godzilla. So right off the bat, these two trailers I've watched a few times and they are both incredible. Like, I am so pumped for both of these movies. Though if I had to pick which one I'm most excited for, surprisingly enough, I'm actually more excited for the remake. I mean, first off, you can't beat the stellar cast that they got for this Godzilla movie. I mean, like Aaron Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, Bryan Cranston, for crying out loud. And B, just the imagery in this first trailer, from the clouds and the soldiers falling with the red smoke and the ash surrounding Godzilla when we see him at the end of the... like the imagery in this thing is mind-blowing. Not to sell the Amazing Spider-Man trailer short, because it also has its little things here and there that really blow my mind. For one thing, I'm really excited to see them explore the Peter Parker's dad story a little bit further in the sequel. Plus, just seeing the trailer itself and seeing the action sequences, this looks like it's going to be a massive step up from the last one. And if for some reason you haven't seen either trailer, link down below. Check them out. Next up, real quickly, I just want to mention that an amazing new Blu-ray has just come out this week. The Day of the Doctor, Doctor Who 50th Anniversary Special, ladies and gentlemen. It's here and you can own it! No, but in all seriousness, if you haven't seen my review of it, I am in love with this. This is so awesome. First of all, it's just an incredible Blu-ray. I mean, you got the 3D Blu-ray, you got the regular Blu-ray, you got the DVD, and it also comes with some pretty sweet bonus features like trailers, the mini episodes, with one with Paul McGann in it. They actually come with this like commemorative 12 cards trading card set, and like I guess if you put them together it creates like this Doctor Who mural, which is pretty sweet. If there's one downside to this Blu-ray is I wish maybe it could have had a little bit more special features. But I mean, when you have a 3D Blu-ray and a regular Blu-ray on one disc, which this does kind of leave little room for a lot of bonus features. But either way, this is definitely a must-buy for any major Doctor Who fan. Pick it up. It's in stores now. I love it. And finally, the last thing I'm going to do is review Season 2, Part 1 of Arrow. So honestly, I don't think I've talked about Arrow that much on this show. I mean, I think I've mentioned it, but I don't think I've ever like did a review of an episode or anything like that. I mean, if I have, tell me, because I don't remember it at all. But in case you aren't aware, I'm in love with the show. I think it's incredible. I do. I love the show. I mean, hell, I own Season 1 on Blu-ray, and I don't friggin' buy TV shows because I'm usually a one and done, but I mean, I guess I liked it enough. Plus, it does help that it was 16 bucks on Black Friday, so there's that. So yes, I am a big Arrow fan. I'm throwing it out there now. Now that you know. It's official. I love Arrow. Now, I thought Season 1 was great. I mean, it started off alright. I mean, it was good, but then it got better and better and better, unlike some other Marvel-centric television shows. And then when we finally got to that season finale, I was like, oh my god, this show's incredible. That's when I officially said this is one of my favorite shows. I mean, I'd fallen in love with the show pretty early on, but by that season finale, I was like, this is one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite show right now. And in knowing that, I have to say, halfway through, season 2 is already better than season 1. So I just want to let you know, this is the point in the video where I'm going to probably start spoiling things, so just know that I'm warning you right now. So season 2, we're seeing a lot of changes with a lot of our favorite characters, especially because of what happened in the season finale, you know, all that stuff. Probably the biggest character change is Oliver wanting to not kill anybody in his crusade to save Starling City. And that's kind of something that, he struggles with a lot in this first half is, he wants to kill this person or he wants to kill that person, but he's kind of trying to avoid that, and it's definitely something you see him struggle with throughout this first half of the season. And unlike last season, which saw a lot of awesome major DC characters like Huntress and Merlin and all that stuff, this season introduced some pretty freaking awesome characters. Just going down the list, we got Black Canary, who appeared in a very awesome twist, but a twist that I actually saw coming, if I had to boast. Brother Blood, who's kind of the main villain of this whole first half, and I think also going to be the main villain going into the second half, or at least one of the main villains. Ra's al Ghul was mentioned. That's pretty freaking awesome. he wasn't shown, but he was mentioned. The League of Assassins had a whole episode. They came in. Professor Ivo has been a major player, more so for the island stories than the present day stories. The last episode of, that was just on tonight, the biggest character introduction, finally, Deathstroke. Slade Wilson has been around for a while, but he hasn't officially been Deathstroke yet, and now he is, and it looks like he's going to be the major villain going into part 2. But if I had to pick two of the biggest introductions on Arrow by far, it would have to be the introduction of the Flash, which was incredible. I was really happy with how they portrayed that, and especially with Grant Gustin. Even if he is a young guy, even if he is my age, I still thought he did a great job. And more importantly, we finally got the introduction of the mask. That's been obviously one of the major fan complaints about the show, is that he has that grease paint. Barry actually was like, you know what? I'll fashion him something, and so he made him a mask. And now he's got a mask, and he looks freaking sweet. He's finally a superhero. But in all seriousness, the biggest character introduction was definitely the Flash. The whole 2-part episode was just incredible. Especially because they stayed faithful, for the most part, to how he becomes the Flash. Like, he actually walks into his chemical-filled laboratory of sorts, and he gets struck by lightning because of the particle accelerator from Star Labs, and he gets doused in chemicals, and now he's the Flash, and it's exciting. He doesn't run fast, though. Obviously, that'll probably happen when his own show starts up, but still, it's awesome. But yeah, just, overall, this whole first half of season 2 is already so freaking strong. It's got a lot of great character moments, a lot of great twists and turns, and I am so geared for what they got planned for part 2. Like, you cannot even believe, I'm just this last episode, I was like doing this, like 8 or 9 times. From the nonchalantly mentioning of Solomon Grundy, or at least the Arrow version of Solomon Grundy, to officially seeing, Deathstroke, Barry getting struck by lightning was pretty freaking sweet. Just overall, the whole of this first half is already incredible, and so I'm over the moon excited for part 2. But anywho, that's about it for comics today. Always don't forget to like this video, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, directorscutradio.com, Tumblr, and Vine if you can. Links are all down below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like what you see, and favorite the video because I like it when you do that. And I will see you guys next time with a brand new video.